It's about noon, and we just woke up somewhere over the Sahara. So we're about to land, and this is the view. It's a white Christmas.
But what will happen is we'll have snow every day until Christmas, and then Christmas Day it'll just be rain, drizzle.
That typical British optimism. Just landed. It's 2 degrees. Absolutely freezing. Sunny old London town. I can see my breath. Awesome. As I'm sure you can tell by how dark it is outside, it's 4 in the afternoon. It's already dark at 4 in the afternoon. It's crazy. We're just picking up a rental car and heading to Kent. So it was pretty demoralizing arriving in the dark. It was not even 4 p.m. and it was dark. But this morning, it feels pretty good that it's always dark because it's about 7:30 in the morning and it's not even sunrise yet. So I've packed up my bag. I'm here in the Isle of Sheppey, on the Isle of Sheppey, and I've left the gimbal at home, and I'm gonna go see if I can make a photo. So Jodie's from this town called Sheerness, which isn't the poshest town in England, but it is right on the sea, which I would trade for anything. It's really cool. So I've got up this morning and I'm just walking now onto the seawall and hopefully gonna take some photos this morning. It's cloudy, it's windy, but I think there's lots of potential. So I don't think the shot that I was thinking of shooting is gonna happen this morning because there's a bulldozer in the way, or a backhoe actually. I wanted to shoot the shot with a long lens of the coastline twisting around, and you've got a church in the background there, and but there's a backhoe that way, so I've got to try to find something else. I'm gonna go for a bit of a walk. The other option here is usually a minimalist shot with these sticks that stick out of the water, but I think they either remove them off this beach or it's high tide and they're hidden. So basically everything I planned is shot, so I gotta think of something else. I gotta find something quick too because the light is changing and it's about 20 minutes until sunrise, and there's tons of color in the high level clouds. There's a lot of low level clouds, there's some high level clouds. There's clouds, it's England, and if the sun can punch through this, it can be unreal. But right now with this color, it can be unreal. So I'm gonna find something quick. I see there's one stick in the water with a bird on it. Really, really simple. I don't know. I'm gonna keep walking and risk it. I think one thing people don't realize about landscape photography is, especially at sunrise, it can be a bit of a panic. You can kind of just be scrambling all over the place. People see landscape photography as this thing where you just go to the beach, you find a spot, you chill out, you take a picture. It's not always like that, especially at sunrise when the conditions can be totally different. I was expecting the sun to rise from over there. I was expecting to get light that way, but because of the cloud cover, there's a lot of beautiful color this way, and you just have to switch your plans sometimes. So landscape photography can be really relaxing, but it can also be a case where you're kind of just scrambling, trying to get anything. Try not to waste your morning. Try not to have woken up at 7 a.m. for nothing. 7 a.m., how good is that? So I got the camera set up, 24 to 70 on it. This is the post that I wanted to photograph. There was a bird on it. As soon as I walked up, the seagull flew away. So I turned around, you've got this. You got beautiful kind of S-curves along the beach here leading towards town that I think actually really works. The color totally disappeared on me though. The clouds are moving fast though, and I think with like a 30-second exposure, it can look really dramatic still. So I'm gonna shoot shot 1, 30 seconds, f11, and then ISO 100, and I've got a 3-stop ND to get me down to 30 seconds. And actually, I think some color's starting to come back over here. So even without a bird, I might just shoot this this post with this sky and maybe a minute exposure, a 2-minute exposure, because I think that could be dramatic. You guys are gonna laugh, but I put another chip in my 3-stop hard grad. So now there's one down there and one up top. I think it's probably almost time to replace this thing. So I've got the long exposure on. It's just literally a stick in the water and some beautiful clouds. I'm going f11, 2 minutes. To go 2 minutes on the 5D Mark IV is really easy. You switch it into bulb mode, you scroll through until you find the bulb timer, and then you set it for whatever you want. It's fantastic. So I set it for 2 minutes because that's what the exposure meter said, and it's coming out really cool. It might be too long of an exposure because the clouds are almost moving too much, but I think the movement in the clouds just makes something out of nothing almost. And actually, I'm quite happy with this photo. Didn't get the light at all, really, but I think I did get a photo. I think sometimes with landscape photography, we try too hard to find something epic or unreal or different when all you need is a little bit of simplicity. A stick in the water will do the trick sometimes. So if all else fails, you're running around at sunrise, you can't find anything to shoot, just find simplicity. I'm heading home. We got a busy couple days. We're here for the holidays, but not really holidaying too much. We're driving north today on tomorrow's episode because I'm doing a talk at Gary Goff's studio. Then we're going farther north to see Thomas Heaton and Monty the dog. Most importantly, Monty the dog. Then back in London for a YouTube party and probably some photography in London. Then I have an assignment with Visit Britain up in Scotland, so I'll be up in Scotland. And I have to say, it is so nice to be back in the UK. It is so nice to be shooting sunrise at 8 in the morning. It's gonna be nice shooting sunset at 3 p.m. as well. And maybe having a little bit more time, you know, to relax. So I'm stoked to be back in the UK. Should be a lot of fun coming up on the channel. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.